What is going on, guys? Panther here, your coach of the Carolina Fables, and we are back with our Week 2 battle of the Breejex Battlers League. This week, we're up against Grandmaster D.Rey and his San Diego Mimikyus. So, first of all, special shout out to D.Rey. He is the reason why we're playing in this league. He approached me about playing in Season 7 of the BBR here. I've spoke a lot about it in my videos. I haven't played in 3 years. He even offered to supply me with a capture card, so I think he went out and found me a capture card, and yeah, mailed it to me. So we would not be playing without D.Rey. Had the opportunity to play him in Week 2. I can't remember if we've ever played before, to be honest. I know we've never played in Wi-Fi. We've probably played in Showdown. Just recently found out that Showdown deleted a lot of replays, so that's pretty sad because I tried to go back and watch some, and I'm missing a few on there. So I can't remember if I've ever played D.Rey before. I don't really know much about him as a player at all. I know he's a great guy, though. So I've known him for a good bit. He's been involved with the community. So, yeah, he's got a tough team this week. We're playing yet another Poison Dark type. So that really messed me up Week 1 playing against the Alolan Muck, and now I've got the Skunk Tank here in Week 2. So I did think that would come. Brought Clodsire here, kind of for that reason, also for his Hisuian Arcanine. I don't really have a bulky water type, so I've just been getting smoked by all these fires this season, like Chi-Yu last week. Hisuian Arcanine, we'll see how I fare against that one this week. You see my fire resist is a Goodra. He has Veil with Alolan Ninetales and Hail, or Baxcalibur with the Hail boost that I found out. Gosh, what else? What else? He has two other big threats. Annihilate. Annihilate's something I've never played before, obviously. That's, scary prepping against, especially with that Rage Fist move. And then he has Ursaluna Blood Moon. So Blood Moon's also very scary to prep against. As well, with its scrappy ability. So we'll have to see kind of what comes into play here in this battle. My team, I thought I prepped pretty solidly this week. I have a Scarfed Iron Bundle. I have a Hazards Clodsire. I have a Shookaberry Goldingo, just to kind of lure the Blood Moon, or the Baxcalibur, one of the two. I have AV Goodra. I have just a bulky support Screamtail with Psychic Fangs to break the Auroraville if he decides to set it up. And then I have a Punching Glove Urshifu. So let's go ahead and jump into the battle here and see how it starts off. This is me going into the battle, not quite sure what he's going to bring yet. So we see it. He's got the Shell Smash Blastoise. That's another reason why I am Scarfed Iron Bundle, by the way, just in case he does get a Shell Smash up. But yeah, he's got a team full of threats. He decided to not bring the Annihilate. But yeah, I've got to play around that Blood Moon, and the Hisuian Arcanine is just a really big threat. My friend John helped me prep this week, and we noticed that in prep, Hisuian Arcanine 2-hit KO'd my entire team. So, outspeeds a good bit of it as well. So yeah, it's that guy's going to be an issue for sure. And then the Skunk Tank, it's kind of like the Alolan Muck scenario. I just really don't have a good switch in. I do have Clodsire, but Clodsire is needed for the Hisuian Arcanine. So any chip on that is, just difficult overall. So yeah, I'm post-comming these, as you can tell. I did live com this battle, but my volume on, like, the game volume was set to like max, so you can't even hear me talk. So back in the DS days, I usually enjoyed post-comming more, just so I could focus completely on the battle. So I may try that in Week 3. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, let's jump into it here. And as you can see, I chose to lead with the Iron Bundle. Just like to normally flip turn out with it. We'll have to see what D.Rey chooses to lead with here. I was thinking that if he led with the Hisuian Arcanine, it really put me in bad shape just right off the jump. So he's leading with the Blastoise here. I am leading with my my Iron Bundle, and yeah, let's see what I decide to do here. So a couple of things that I could do. I could just flip turn out and try to gain momentum. I could go out into my Goodra or my Screamtail, either one of those here, or I could just try to attack his Ice Resist. Well, he doesn't really have an Ice Resist per se. I guess the Arcanine is an Ice Resist, but it's not coming in on bundle. But he could be some type of like bulky Baxcalibur set. So I debated here. I also thought that this thing may be Assault Vest with Mirror Code, and so I believe that's what I'm debating so hard on here is if he is the AV Mirror Code variant. So I just throw off a Freeze Dry here, and he goes out into the Deoxys defense. And this thing is certainly annoying for my team. I want to see if it is Colbur. I was thinking it could be like a Colbur T-Wave set to try to catch Urshifu. I do see that it's leftovers here, so a better play turn one definitely would be for me to flip turn out and get to bring in my Urshifu there in that scenario. So I'm in now with my Iron Bundle. He's most likely going to set up some type of entry hazards here. I don't have hazard removal on this team, and that's really a struggle that my team's had to deal with so far this season is entry hazards. So, yep, he's probably just going to click rocks. I believe he clicks spikes here, actually, as I go out into my Goldingo. Goldingo's also a fairly free switch into this as well, as he just throws the spikes up. So that's one layer down, and those are here to stay. I have no removal, like I said, on my team, except for Talonflame, and Talonflame is on the bench. So I got a couple of options that I could do here. I could set up a nasty plot. I could just throw off a Shadow Ball, or I could make it rain. And I am thinking that the Skunk Tank is going to be his dedicated counter to this, so I'm going to throw off and make it rain here. And believe he just stays in and sets up another layer of spikes. He either does that or he goes out into the Blastoise. So yeah, he goes into the Blastoise, and this is where I discovered that Blastoise is in fact Assault Vest. So in comes the Blastoise, named after Kurt of the Winnipeg Blue Blastoise. Also shout out to Kurt, he's making my thumbs. Oh, so much this season. So much. But yeah, big shout out to him if he's watching this. But yeah, so I throw off a Make It Rain, and as you can see, that does absolutely nothing. So I do know now that he is Assault Vest. He is not the Shell Smash variant. So that likely tells me he also, this is his spinner. And also tells me this probably is a pivot as well with flip turn, because I do know that this thing got flip turn this gen. So I am going to make the play out here into, this is a long battle. Let's see if I can just jump through some of these turns just a little bit. Or can I speed this up any? Oh yeah, there's the speed. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm going to go out into Goodra as he flip turns out. And yep, you see me take the spike damage, of course. He flip turns out on me. See, I am gooey. No reason really for me to be Sap Sipper. I don't remember if he had a grass type on his team or not at all, but yep, so he flip turns out, and now he gets some options here. And it's likely going to be the Hisuian Arcanine that comes in and causes me to have a very bad day. So yep, there's the Tigger, there is the Hisuian Arcanine. So D.Rey did recognize that Banded Arcanine does mess my life up. I considered a couple things with my Clodsire set, actually. I considered being Custap and EVing to be in range after a Flare Blitz, a Banded Flare Blitz with this. So he sets up rocks, so I don't know that he's banded yet, but sneak peek, he's banded. So yeah, he's got a layer of spikes and stealth rocks now. So now I'm debating on, do I want my T-spikes up or my rocks? This is a misplay here on my part. I should have set up my stealth rocks. Or I could have just thrown off a hard earthquake as well, trying to get some damage onto something. But he goes out into vision as I set up my toxic spikes. I should have rocked, though, because his grounded poison is still around. But I did want to try to get a poison on this, get a poison on the Arcanine, try to wear it down, potentially get a poison on the Blood Moon or the Baxcalibur, also get that residual chip damage off of it, on it. But yeah, so he's in with the Deoxys defense now, and he's got 2 layers of hazards up, so that means my boys are going to be taking 25% on entry, those that don't resist rocks. And those that are weak to rocks, like my bundles, going to be taking 37% on entry. So, unfortunate, as you can see, none of my team is boots, but I do still have some outs. I do still have my my Urshifu. I don't feel like I'm ever out of games until Urshifu is gone, either. Urshifu is just really good. So he taunts there. Bit of a wasted turn there on his part. Not sure why he taunted. Had to check his side of the battle there to see. Likely was in no way going to stay in, so maybe in Seismitols. I think he probably should have set up a second layer there. And now I am thinking he's probably going to go out into Skunk Tank to absorb these spikes, and I throw off a Make It Rain again. But he stays in, so he takes minimum damage. He is going to set up another... Oh, no, he does not set up another layer. Sorry, he just Nightshades for some damage here. And now I am not sure what... if he's just willing to sack this off or what. So I can't... I think I nasty plot here. Probably should have just recovered. But now he's going to make the switch out in the Skunk Tank. And yep, he's going to absorb my spikes, and now he's got the skunk in, and yep, plots up. Should have recovered, kept at a nice bit of health, but as you can see, I'm kind of on the back foot here early game. I haven't really done much damage to many of his mons at all, and yeah, I am struggling to break through here. So, going to go out into Clodsire here. That is also a switch I have for this guy, and the skunk is going to go, or he's going to double out, actually, I'm sorry, out into the Blastoise. So good play there. D.Rey played this game very well. Only questionable thing was the taunt so far that I've seen. So good double there, predicting the Clodsire. He got what he wanted to accomplish there, which was to remove the T-spikes. Now I'm thinking he's just going to flip out here. So he's feeling himself. He's in the groove, like, all right, he's got me where he wants me. He's just going to keep his momentum up and flip out. Like, no way he's going to stand with the Clodsire, so I'm just going to throw up my Stealth Rocks here. So he does flip. That does hurt. He does crit me, which does come into play a little bit later as I throw up my rocks here. I forget who he goes out into. Probably back out into the Deoxys, because he can't risk bringing in Arcanine on an EQ. Can't risk bringing in Skunk Tank. He may go into Blood Moon as well. Can't remember if he does or not here. I am AV Goodra for Blood Moon, though. So there's Smokey. Got to be Smokey the Bear. And, yep, there is the Blood Moon. So, this guy's in. And let me just say, he's got a lot of new Pokemon in his team. This was a struggle here. This was a struggle. And so many new mons, new moves. It's been quite the learning curve. Anyways, here comes Goodra. I'm taking goober hazards here, so as you can see, there's the Blood Moon, and it's, yeah, just blowing me away. I can see he's not specs from that damage. Debating on what to do here. I can Dragon Tail him out to just kind of phase, but I value damage on this, and Draco does a lot to this guy. So I believe I just Drake here. He also has a Corviknight on the bench as well. Just want to add that. That's why I'm Fire Blast. And as you can see, he is also AV on this thing. And it just, yeah, Moonblast comes out. My special attack's -3 now. Now I'm like, well, Goodger's dead. So, may as well just throw off a Dragon Tail. Is what it is. You know. I think no HP, no AV did like 75% of this thing. And that was damage that I really valued. So, tried to get that off here. Not the case. Just going to drop another Draco. Does minimal. He's at half. You know, job decently done there, Goodra. Decently done. But he does fire off Blood Moon again. That means you can't click it on the next turn. So now I have some options on what I want to go out into here. What do I want to pressure him into? So now I get to go out to my Urshifu. Now, I do want to add. I misunderstood Punching Glove. I'm thinking Punching Glove is better protective pads. And I could not understand why what happens next happened. I did know that the Skunk Tank was probably Rocky Helmet. People have been running Rocky Helmet to counter my Urshifu this season. Punching Glove does not cover close combat. So I throw off a close combat here thinking that I'm safe. And I take the Rocky Helmet damage here. And now at this point I've taken Stealth Rocks, I've taken Spikes, I've taken the helmet damage, and I'm like, well, I don't understand why that didn't work. At this point, I may as well just throw off another close combat. Looking back at it, I should have just been protective pads. I didn't really need the Wicked Blow boost this game, so you know, that's big mistake number 1 for me in this battle is, or in prep, not understanding completely what Punching Glove does. Just on punching moves. So I'm taking all this residual damage, you know, thinking in prep that I was safe from all this residual damage. And now my best Pokemon's down to 60 health. So now I'm, you know, definitely on the back foot as he brings out Hisuian Arcanine. And this is a telegraphed E-Speed here. Without a doubt. But now I have a debate to make. Do I want to go into Claude, just throw it out? Do I want to try to read that and go into Coldingo? What do I want to do exactly here? So, so do I middle ground and go Scream Tail? I guess I do. Oh, no, I go into Clodsire. And this allows the E-Speed, which does come off here. Let's see, I'm at 184. With the crit earlier, I can't remember if that ended up actually mattering or not. I played this battle about a week ago here at this point. So, yeah, unfortunately, the Hisuian Arcanine is proving to be quite the problem. So, yeah, my Urshifu is very low. My Goldingo is at half health. This guy is knocked out. I have Scream Tail left at full health, but what's my Scream Tail really going to do? I do have Scarfed Bundle that's at full, but yeah, now I'm in quite the trouble here. So, you know, I don't think I realized at this time that the Arcanine is banded either, which is why I have not went out into the Goldingo. And, yeah, I go out into this guy here. And, do I just attack? I do. I just attack. As I believe he goes out into Blastoise. Yeah, I think he does go out in the yeah, he does. He's out in the Blastoise here. He has taken rocks. So all this chip is nice on the Blastoise. Because it is AV. And it is an answer to my Goldingo. Now this sequence here, this is a little bit stally because I'm protecting on him. He's trying to spin on me. And it's am I going to get Goldingo in on the spin, or is he going to catch that and surf me this turn? So this is the sequence for the next little while. I think I just protected here this turn. Just get a little bit of leftovers recovery. There's no reason to not. And, yep, I protect. I believe he goes for the spin here. Yep, he goes for the spin. And, yeah, that So now that I've seen Rapid Spin, I have the option to go out into my Goldingo, but I'm thinking he can just surf and knock me out. So not going to do that. I'm just going to attack into him here because he's probably not going to try to spin again, knowing that I have the option of going out into Goldingo. So I believe he does surf here. Is what I think he does. He's thinking about this play for a while too. I will be interested to see his side of the battle, see his thought process. Yep, so there's the surf. Would have knocked out my Goldingo for sure after the spike. And I believe I just protect again here. I think I just protect again. I debated on not protecting. I think he spins again here. Yep, he spun. And I Psychic Fangs here again. I Psychic Fangs here and he spins. So he spins and does get to remove the entry hazards. I do crit him, which just put him in range of my next one as well. He still does not outspeed me though with this. I believe I just pick up the kill with Screamtail here. I think he is fine letting this guy go down at this point. And so let's see. Yeah, looking back, I did not play this well. Really did not. Yeah, I think next week I'm definitely going to try just not trying to live record, and that way I can fully focus on the battle. I think there's just too many variables right now for me to try to live commentate, entertain, and actually successfully battle. But yep, here comes the Hisuian Arcanine, and I do outspeed this guy. I'm just going to protect, see what he wants to lock himself into. He locks himself into Flare Blitz, big surprise. My team doesn't resist Flare Blitz, so yeah. Oh no, it was Head Smash. Wow, he Head Smashed. Okay. Well, there's the Head Smash. So now I am just going to attack him. No. Okay, so I misunderstood this as well. So I thought the wish mechanics had changed, but it's actually healing wish mechanics that have changed. So I throw up a wish here, thinking that it's going to heal whoever on entry that I decide to bring in. Do I Fangs first? I Fangs first. No, I wish. Okay, I wish. On him killing me. And as you can see, that does a lot of damage. And now I'm going to attack. I'm very confident in my live comm that I'm going to be able to receive the wish, but it's healing wish that gets stored now or something like that. So yep, Psychic Fangs here just for some damage. He Head Smashes and knocks me out. Dudes do not miss moves against me. Like, everybody's 80-0 for like Fire Blast and Head Smashes against me this season. So that's nice. Anyways, he's locked into Head Smash here. And I am thinking I'm going to receive the wish here. So I go out into Urshifu. And I can see the surprise on my face that the wish did not hit for me. So yeah, I'm just going to Wicked Blow here. I do know that I outspeed this. I do know that this thing is Choice Band now. So yeah, he is up 3-4 at this point, and he's up in the Sack War, so it's not looking great for me. Not to mention that he has a full health Baxcalibur waiting in the back as well. So he still has this guy, the Arcanine, the Blood Moon, Yep, so do kill the Deoxys there. Knocks that guy out. But now he's got options on what he can go out into. He goes out into the bear. And I just click Wicked Blow here. Should have clicked Sucker Punch. Didn't realize that this thing has Vacuum Wave. And yeah, I should have realized like there's a reason why he brought this out. So yeah, there it goes. And like Vacuum Wave's definitely in just sweet position here. I don't think it can't kill Gold Dingo, but it kills my Iron Bundle. So I go out into Gold Dingo. And as you can see, taking a lot of hazards. So I got to throw off and make it rain. I think that's exactly what I do, is just throw off to make it rain. Or no, I recover up because I'm Shooka. I'm Shooka, so I recover. I wanted to scout damage, see how much that it did. But I'm in pretty bad position here because this has priority Vacuum Wave. The Arcanine has E-Speed. So just not looking great for me just in general. Like I said, I did not play this game well. I positioned really poorly. And so now after that, that's what puts me in range of the Vacuum Wave. So it's like I positioned, like I said, I positioned really poorly here. But it looks like he does not Vacuum Wave. So yeah, down goes Goldingo. And in comes my last Mon, which is the Iron Bundle. I think I just Ice Beam. I don't know what's taking me so long here. I guess I'm calculating what move to lock myself into. It gives me any chance at all to win. But he's got Baxcalibur at full, so really not in the realm of possibility at this point for it to happen. I think I just lock into Ice Beam, if I remember correctly. Or do I pump? Do I pump? Yeah, just Ice Beam. Here we go. So he just Vacuum Waves, and yeah, that almost knocks me out just there on that. Ice Beam picks up the kill, but then he's able to go out into Arcanine and just eat speed. That's the game. Oh, my video cut out. He goes out into Arcanine, E-speeds me, knocks me out, and that is the game. So, good game to you, D.Rey. I believe he moves to 1-1 on the season. We are now 0-2. 8-week season, so 6 games left. So, really got to start performing to have a chance at making playoffs. A little bit of a longer video here this week. Longer battle. Probably going to make some team changes this week. If not this week, next week for the week 4 battle. So be on the lookout for those. But yeah, thank you for the support this season. Thank you for the support on the first draft analysis video and our week 1 video. We're gonna get there. We're gonna learn what's going on, and we're gonna start doing better. So thanks for those that have shown some support this season, and we'll catch you guys next week.